What's up, everyone? Welcome to Yoga with Adriene. I'm Adriene, and it's time for a little you time. We have a yoga practice for stress relief. This is a practice that will relieve tension in the body, but also provide a nice little energetic cleanse. So put on some comfy clothes and hop on your mat for a little yoga for stress relief. All right, my friends, so today we're going to begin in an easy cross-legged position. You can cross the ankles here. You can sit up on a blanket or a block, lift the hips, especially if you feel like you're creating this shape in your body and there's a strain. Lift the hips up so you have a little more of a fighting chance. Another option, of course, is to bring one ankle in front of the other. And then if you fancy, you can bring that ankle up towards the front of the hip crease for a little half lotus, or maybe you're warmed up and you want to start your practice today with me in lotus. So as you can see, we have the options, always options here on the mat. For me, that's what find what feels good means. So find what feels good, come to a nice, comfortable seated position. And we'll just take a second to drop the chin into the chest, relax the weight of the head over, and relax the palms gently on the knees or the tops of the thighs. Close your eyes now, so you can take a break from looking at the video here and just drop the weight of the head over. Go ahead and let the shoulders round. And begin to notice your breath. So you might be wondering right now, did I pick the right video? Should I do something else? Should I change my clothes? Do I really have time for this? And just give yourself permission to be here in this moment. Trust that you chose the right video. It is valuable to take the time here. And we begin to release and relax into the moment. Bring your awareness to the space between your navel and your spine. Cultivate a little energy there as you draw a line up through the center channel of the body and begin to roll up. Again, you can open the gaze here to just take a peek at the video. Otherwise, trust yourself here as we roll up nice and tall, coming into Sukhasana, or the pose of ease. Relax your jaw. Find length through the crown of the head. And then just energetically rooting down through the sit bones. I got super relaxed there. Creating space from the crown of the head down through the tail. Now, nothing fancy here. Again, you can close your eyes, keep the gaze soft here. Just listen to the sound of my voice as we begin to notice the breath. It's really quite lovely. Right when I said that, I hear the wind chimes on my front stoop. And that's one of the things I love about yoga and yoga practice, is as my practice unfolds, so does my awareness too. My capacity to see, feel, experience things in the moment is truly awesome. So here we are, chilling, checking in with the breath. Just noticing the natural rhythm, the natural ebb and flow. And you'll find by just bringing our awareness to it, we begin to experience it a little different than the moment before. And you might begin to deepen your breath here. Perhaps seeing if you can extend that inhalation, making it a little bit longer, perhaps a little bit smoother. And then seeing if you can extend that exhale, making it a little bit longer. So perhaps just when you feel like you've pushed all the air out, you extend the exhale a little more. Just going to spend a couple more moments here. If you're familiar with alternate nostril breathing, this is another great breath or pranayama practice that you might choose to do right now for the next couple beats. Super relaxing, and we have a video on that. You might also connect to your ujjayi breath, which we also have a video for, beginning this stress relief practice with a little pranayama. All right, good. Wherever you are, keep this conversation with the breath going. And if you're new to the practice, just keep noticing your breath. Let that be the pranayama for today. Keep it going here. Soft gaze as we open the eyes, nice and soft if they aren't already. We're just going to really slowly begin to move the shoulders. Keep it sensual. And by that I mean keep it soft and easy. Looping the shoulders forward, up and back. The fingertips and palms can begin to soften here. And keep deepening the breath. Great, one more. This time we loop the shoulders forward, up and back. For a moment here, we just continue squeezing shoulders up towards the ears. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, dropping down through the elbows. Awesome, two more just like that. Inhale, drawing the shoulder blades forward and the shoulders up towards the ears. We squeeze, 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 squeeze. And on an exhale, find your breath, release. Yeah, baby, one more. Inhale, forward, up. We squeeze it in, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, release. Awesome. Bring the palms together at the heart. Namaste. Interlace the fingertips, press the palms forward, up and back. So whatever is stressing you out, you don't even need to ID it right now, identify with it. Just choose to let it go. In fact, you might repeat out loud if you feel comfortable, I choose to let it go. Or you can say it quietly in your head, I choose to release. Letting go of that which no longer serves you, perhaps letting go of the day thus far. As we crawl up the side body here, nice and easy, shoulder blades are drawing down the back. Keep breathing. Then we'll come back to center stillness. Inhale, carve a line with the nose forward, up and back, look up. Take a deep breath in and exhale, break free. Get out of jail free card here in yoga. Again, letting go of that which is no longer serving you. All right, maybe shake it out. Again, just in case you didn't catch my drift before, choose to let it go. Inhale in deeply through the nose. Exhale completely through the mouth. Then we'll spread the palms wide and dive forward onto all fours. Take it nice and slow. This practice is about nurturing your soul and stretching the body. Perhaps you also are interested in getting a workout too, but consider how important it is to work mind, body, and soul. I know that sounds so cheesy, but I couldn't get behind that anymore. I stick with it. Okay, so here we go, coming to all fours. So what that means is, you can have your cake and eat it too here on the mat. Working the muscles, stretching the muscles, nurturing the joints, but also your spirit, your soul. So you can move nice and slow here. We're just gonna send the hips a little left to right. Nothing fancy. Knees are directly underneath the hip points. Wrists are directly underneath the shoulders. Great, then I'm going to curl the toes under, walk the palms forward, and send it back, sit bone to heel. Belly comes to the tops of the thighs, and I bow forward here and kind of surrender. You might feel a nice release in the upper back body, sometimes a little pop for me in the upper back body, feels good. Forehead may hover here, or it might come to rest on the mat, excuse me. Zen. Keep your palms spread wide here, my friends. Relax your shoulders down. Breathing into the armpit chest here, using the breath to expand through the chest, the lungs. The rib cage widens with each inhale. Little yoga for the feet here. Perhaps you've been on your feet all day, stretching the feet. Or perhaps you just woke up and the feet are a little swollen, they need some love. So breathe into the soles of the feet. One more breath here as we surrender. And then on an exhale, gently travel back up to tabletop position. We're going to come onto the tops of the feet here. Walk the wrists back underneath the shoulders. Cat-cow. Nice, juicy, yummy cat-cow here. As we drop the belly, we loop the shoulders, tailbone, and mic pack. Rocks up towards the sky, and we open the chest, open the throat. If you're into the chakras here, you can kind of connect to that area of the body. Notice the sensations there. Just pay attention as you breathe. I'm doing a little Stevie Wonder here as we rock back and forth. Almost said Stevie Nicks. That would have been embarrassing. And then curling the tailbone under, we begin to travel up the spine, arching the back here, pressing away from the foundation as I draw my chin to my chest. And find a little organic movement here as I speak my soft, relaxing voice into the microphone for you. All right, now you're off on your own. Inhaling, scooping the belly. Finding the most serving, yummy, juicy cat-cow for you. So move at your own pace. Find a rhythm that feels good. Maybe it's super snail pace today. Maybe it's a little more swift. And permission to break the rules here. Kind of find a rock back and forth. Create different lines with the spine. Or maybe you're just a more traditional yogi and you want to stick with this traditional cat-cow. Please do. And when you feel like you've had a nice check-in with the spine and the side body, we're going to drop the elbows just where the palms were. So now, paying attention to alignment still, the elbows and the wrists are in line, and then we have the shoulders stacked over the elbows. Great. Rock your pelvis, tail up towards the sky, give it a little wiggle waggle, and then walk the knees back. Long stretch in the front body here as we melt the heart down. And once again, surrender. This practice is really about surrender, letting go, so you can rock the hips a little side to side. If the shoulders are tight, you don't have to bring the forehead all the way to the mat. You can kind of chill here. And just notice the elbows usually tend to want to come out here, so keep them in line. Check in, breathe. Heart to earth pose, Anahata Asana. Sweet surrender. Half of you are just like, that's not very stress relieving, Adriene. Great. Curl the toes under from here, my friends. Draw the navel up towards the spine. Slowly, we're going to bring it all the way back through and then lower onto the hips and then the belly. So we come into a snake pose series here. And again, stress relief, surrender, shedding of the day thus far, letting go of that which no longer serves you. You see the theme here? So focus on that exhale here, my friends. Let it go. Create some space. Again, you don't have to identify right now or ever really after this moment what it is that's maybe bringing toxic thoughts or energy into your world, maybe what's creating a bit of a weight in your life. Just shed it. Shed the weight. So palms come underneath the shoulders. We zip the legs up tight here. Press the pelvis into the earth, tops of the feet, kiss the mat. Mwah. Great. Loop the shoulders, elbows pull back behind. Engage foundation without clenching the buttocks tight. So there's a way to do that. Just play with that here, whatever that means to you. Keep the crown of the head extended. You can move from looking at the video now to sending your gaze straight down as we inhale in. Exhale, lift up just halfway, baby cobra. Now I like to work, in a more vinyasa style flow, but today we're going to hold it here using the breath to move within the posture. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. Find your breath, my friends. Keep pulling the elbows back. And one more breath, we might go hands-free, opening the palms up towards the heavens. And then exhale, palms release, and we slowly lower down. Great, turn onto your right ear. Send the fingertips down towards the bottom edge of your mat. Bring the two big toes together, widen the heels, so let the heels open out. And we chill. Go ahead and shake the hips a little left to right. Once again, we come back to center, zip the legs up, press into your foundation, palms come underneath the shoulders. Inhale in, exhale, we lift. Maybe we come a little bit taller this time, or maybe not. And we draw the arches of the feet together, we press into the tops of the feet. And now I would say, I guess, let's hold here for a couple breaths, but no holding, my friends. Use your breath to move within the posture. If you're feeling any fussiness in the lower back, press that pubic bone down to the earth. Find your foundation. One more breath. And exhale, we gently release. Come onto the left ear this time, fingertips draw down, and we bring the two big toes together, opening the heels, and shake the booty, the hips a little left to right. Relax. On your next inhale, draw the head, the heart, back to center, palms come underneath the shoulders. We curl the toes under, and we come back to all fours. Yeah, baby. Great. Knees come wide as the mat now. Two big toes, again, kissing together. Moving in a circle here. If you're a family member, Yoga with Adriene family member, you know this one. It's one of my favorites. We're going to inhale, come forward, moving in a circle. Exhale, around and back. So here we begin to create a full body experience if we haven't already. Checking with the neck, the shoulders, the hip creases, the rib cage. Feel free to pad the knees if you need. Reversing your circle, finding your breath. Cat-cow variation here, our drunk cat-cow as we move in a circle. And then we'll inhale, come all the way back up, walk the knees underneath the hip points, walk the palms out in front, curl the toes under, and send it up to our first downward dog here together. Downward facing dog, here we go. So nice and slow. Pedaling the feet. Pedal one foot and then the other. Create space between the tops of the shoulders and the ears. Give yourself a little toe massage. Hey-o. Some YouTubers are going to love that. And then we find stillness here for a couple breaths. Downward facing dog. Keep the knees bent as generously as feels good. Tops of the thighs spiral in. Again, shoulder blades drawing in and together as we find that sweet spiral. Lots of space between the earlobes and the tops of the shoulders. One more breath here. Careful not to crash down into your wrists, but find that upward current of energy. One more breath. Awesome, my friends. Then slowly we'll lower the knees back down to the earth. Kiss the two big toes together. And widen the knees once again as wide as that. Great. Spiral your fingertips now in towards ya. We'll take a second to stretch through the arms. Now again, you might collapse down here for a moment, but then, just as anything, find that upward current of energy as you press into the fingerprints. Hello. Breathe here. You might rock a little front and back if that feels good. And then slowly, one palm at a time, we release. Nice and slow. Cool. Curl the toes under here. Keep the sit bones lifted. We're going to walk the palms forward. Hang with me here. Great. Press away from the earth so I broaden through the shoulder blades. You can imagine the two shoulder blades going left to right as you press away from the mat. Great. Then reach your right fingertips forward. Lengthen through the right side body. Keep that length, or at least the awareness, as we bring the right fingertips in and underneath the bridge of the left arm. So sometimes we do this stretch with the sit bones back. Today we're going to keep the sit bones lifted. It's like a little torque movement, which I will never do. Don't do that, Adriene. In and underneath the bridge of the left arm. Here we go. We come to rest on the right ear, my friends. And we find our breath. If it feels better to come onto the tops of the feet, you can. Sometimes having the toes there just kind of helps with stability. So we're breathing into the upper back body. When we get situated, we might close our eyes. For a deeper stretch, you can lift that left elbow and press into the left fingertips or the left palm. Breathing into that upper back body, finding nice, smooth exhalations. Stay here, really using that exhale to find your twist. Using that inhale to inflate the upper back body. Stay here. If you're feeling a little more adventurous today, you want to have some fun. Connect to your center, navel to spine. And then begin to slide the left toes out long. Little deeper stretch here, also just challenging the body to create a full body experience. So if you don't create that full body experience connecting to your center, chances are you're going to topple over. So sometimes it's nice, or it's fun rather, to throw ourselves off balance in practice so that we can connect a little deeper. Breathe here. Some people lift here. I feel like it adds unnecessary pressure to that shoulder. We don't need to take it too far now. Find that sit bone to heel connection, stretching through the back leg. And then if your leg is out, reel it back in. And use your left palm to gently press back up to center. And we're going to take it on to the other side. Walking the palms forward. Now would be a good chance to check in with your breath if you have lost that conversation. Pour another glass of wine. It's a metaphor. And reaching the left fingertips forward. Keep length, or release awareness in the left side body as we come in and now underneath the ridge of the right arm. I shall turn my head away from camera for a second. And we shall come to rest on the left ear. Again, lift that right elbow up if you want to go a little bit deeper. And use your breath again to move in the asana. So we carry a lot of stress, tension, energy in the shoulders and in the back. Use your breath to do a little energetic sweep in the shoulders and the back body. Same thing on this side if you're feeling a little adventurous. Curl the toes under, slide the right toes back. Make sure to bring awareness to your center here so you don't topple over this way. And finding that sit bone to heel connection here. One more breath in this. Balance and twist. And then if the right leg is out, slowly reel it back in. And we shall unravel back to center. Great. Walk the palms forward. Walk the knees in and send it up to your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. 3 breaths here. Bring the 2 big toes together. Imagine the tops of the thighs spiraling in as we press away from the earth. Again, 3 breath cycles. Sweet. Bend the knees generously. And we're going to step or hop the feet to the center of the mat. Cool. I'm going to turn towards you. Feet hip width apart or flush together. It doesn't matter. As we come into forward fold, grab the elbows, rock a little side to side, shake the head yes and no. Find that Pada Bandha. Maybe spreading awareness through all 4 corners of the feet. Rooting down through the ball joint of that pinky toe. Rooting down through that big toe mound and the back 2 corners of the heels. This is a cooling, calming posture. Go ahead and release the fingertips and just hang. Again, I choose to let go of that which is no longer serving me. Create space. Welcome. Welcome in the new joy, the new opportunity, new love. You name it. Great. Bring the palms to the tops of the feet. On your next breath in, inhale, halfway lift. Long, beautiful neck here. Loop the shoulders. Pull the elbows back. Soften through the knees. So we're creating kind of an L shape here in the body. Navel draws up towards the spine. Sit bones extend towards the back edge of your mat as the crown of the head reaches past the front. Great. One more breath here. And exhale, slide it down. Great, going for a nice, juicy, beautiful yoga roll up. Tuck your chin into your chest, press into your feet, and enjoy this move as we slowly roll it up to mountain. Slowly lengthening the tailbone down as you lift your heart up. Finding length through the front body as you ground down through the back body. Maybe you take a couple shoulder loops here. Maybe if the neck is tight, you draw a couple circles with the nose one way and then the other. So every body is different. So make your practice yours. It's super important. It's also the joy of doing yoga at home, is you can really make it yours. I just mean, you can personalize it with a different sense of freedom. Okie doke. We're going to bring the feet together now. You can keep a little space between the 2 heels, as opposed to the 3 heels. Great. Then we'll bring the palms together at the heart. Inhale, lift the sternum to the thumbs. Draw energy up through the arches of the feet. Press away from the earth. Create more space between the crown of the head and the tail. So we can find that opposition here as we lift up through the crown. Ground down through the shoulder blades, elbows, heels. Then open your eyes to a soft gaze. Or take your eyes from the video downward to a soft gaze, maybe past the nose as you bend your knees. Hold on to a soft focus here, maybe a drishti, a focal point out in front as we lift the right heel. Kind of pony that right knee up. Stay down nice and low as we cross the right leg over the left. Now if you want to hook that ankle in eagle legs, you totally can. Otherwise, we just kind of like an eagle variation here. As we point through that right toe and sink down through the sit bones. Great. Stay where you are, lifting the sternum to the thumbs, or if you're feeling frisky, spread the fingertips wide, reach the palms up towards the sky. If the shoulders are tight, bend the elbows, give yourself nice spaciousness here. Shoulder blades are drawing in and down the back as we hold our balance here. And again, as that standing leg gets tired, we're going to want to come up, but sink deep, my friends. Get a little dirty here. Now find your breath. 2 more breath cycles in and out here. We got this. Spread the fingertips in celebration of you. Welcome that heat burning away again, the stress, the anxiety, letting go of any BS, and creating space with each inhale. Great. Draw your navel to your spine. Lift the right knee up. Interlace the fingertips. So if they're up overhead, bring them down. If they're at the heart, interlace them. And we're going to catch that right knee in here. We're going to stand tall through the left leg and squeeze the right knee up towards the heart. Smile. You can point and flex that right foot. Maybe rotate the ankle. Lift your heart. So plug in with your heart. Again, let go of your troubles. Forget your troubles. Come on, get happy. Great. 1 more breath. And then exhale, we release. Mountain pose. Open your palms. Just check in. Notice the difference between right side and left side of the body. Smile. Don't take yoga so seriously. If that was hard for you, shake it off. Let's try again. If it was easy for you, rock on. Let's do it again anyway. Here we go. Palms come together at the heart. As we exhale, we bend the knees. So get low. Get low, shorty. Lift the sternum to the thumbs. Find your breath. Once again, peeling. So we're not just lifting the left leg over. We do enough hoisting the body around all day. So no yoga robots here. Move nice and slow as you peel that left foot up. And then when you're ready, up and over, navel to spine. So finding your center. Again, you can totally hook eagle legs here. You rebel. You eagle. Lift your sternum to your thumbs. All right, we'll find a soft focus here as we focus in, and I stop making bad jokes as we lengthen through the crown of the head. Again, using the inhale to create space. Using the exhale to maybe drop the sit bones a little lower. Now, palms can stay here, Anjali Mudra at the heart, or we can fly the fingertips up, again, spreading them nice and wide. Lengthening the tailbone down, my friends. And some of you have been asking me lately about knitting the lower rib cage. I mean this action right here, which could be very helpful in this balancing posture of drawing the lower rib cage in, just kind of connecting here. So you can see this, my hands coming in and together, kind of like a corset here. Wherever you are, take 2 more nice, long, smooth, deep breaths. Embrace it. Great, then draw your navel to your spine. Slowly lift the left knee up. We're going to interlace the fingertips, catch that left kneecap, and squeezing in towards the heart. Stand up nice and tall. Keep the heart lifted, plugging in. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. 1 more breath and rotate that ankle. Take a deep breath in, smile, lift the corners of your mouth. And then exhale, release, Tadasana. Sweet, close your eyes, just observe the breath, observe the left and the right side of the body. Let go of any tension. Notice if you're gripping in your toes or in your butt. See if you can relax your shoulders, maybe they're crawling up again. Softening through the fingertips. And when you're ready, reach the fingertips all the way up. Inhale in, full body stretch. And exhale, we forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. 1 last time. And exhale, bow. Great, palms come to the mat. Bend your knees generously. And then knees come to the mat. Gently. And then we're going to go side saddle here. Just swinging the legs to one side, doesn't matter which side, as we transition to flat back. Great, full body stretch here. Oh yeah, reaching the fingertips up and over, toes all the way down towards the bottom edge. Take a second here to maybe take the deepest, deepest, deepest breath in you've taken all day. And then find a nice long exhale out through the mouth. Awesome. Hug the right knee into the chest. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, guiding the right knee across the body over towards the left side of your mat in the room. Opening up through the right wing here, the right arm, as you maybe rock onto your right ear. And to each his own here. You can use the left palm to pet the outer edge of that right thigh, or you might just find a little exquisite stillness here. Find sweeping breaths up and down the spine. Bring it out. Great. Inhale in. On an exhale, we gently melt it back through center. And we switch. Left knee in, right leg out. We squeeze that left knee up towards the heart. And then when you're ready, guiding it over into your twist. Ow. And onto your mic. Back. Close your eyes here again. Twist it out. Nice. Inhale in. Exhale, gently rock it back to center. Send the left toes out. Once again, full body stretch as we inhale. And then exhale, let the fingertips come left to right, arms left to right, palms face up. Widen the ankles as wide as your mat. Get situated here for a nice, yummy shavasana here today. So thank you for practicing with me. I wish you all the love in the world from my heart to yours as we come to settle in shavasana. I say to you, namaste. Close your eyes, relax your jaw. Lengthen through the back of the neck by tucking your chin into your chest. Again, soft fingertips, relax through your ankles. And stay here for a couple minutes at least, maybe longer. Surprise yourself. Focusing on the natural rhythm of the breath. Choosing to let go again of that which is no longer serving you in your life. Choosing balance, ease, and an open mind and open heart. Again, from my heart to yours.